My ex-boyfriend had been telling me he was going to propose for the last 4 years. When I finally found the courage to end the relationship, he did. Now I don't know if I should give him another chance. We started dating in ninth grade after he asked me out to the 2012 winter formal. We went as friends, but we quickly connected and became a couple by New Year's. From there, we hit a lot of milestones fast and, honestly, we both assumed we would be married by 2017 or 2018. The excuse at the time was simple. We're young and still in school. I finished college in 3 years and he finished in 4. We both got our dream jobs and reached a combined income of $144,000 a year. We have debt, but nothing crazy, and we live in a house he inherited. By the time I turned 22, our life felt perfect. That's when he started randomly asking out of nowhere about my ring size, my dream wedding, whether I preferred gold or silver jewelry, that kind of stuff. 22 passed, and there was no engagement, but I didn't make a big deal out of it. 23 came around, and it was the same thing. I thought it would happen any day. 24 passed, and the conversation became exhausting. I started asking him what he was waiting for, to which he always replied, "The right moment hasn't come yet." It took me until I was 25 to realize he used the promise of an engagement whenever I was mad at him for something else. At 26, I set a boundary for myself. He had until he turned 27. His birthday was earlier. If nothing happened, I was leaving. I got my own place ahead of time and kept my word. The breakup was peaceful. He didn't protest much, barely at all. Last week, about 2 months after breaking up, he showed up at my apartment. We shared locations a couple of years ago and just never turned them off. I had completely forgotten about it. I wasn't scared or anything once he explained how he found me. After catching up for a bit, he pulled out the box, all while sitting on the couch across from me. It wasn't the romantic on-one-knee proposal I had imagined, and I can't help but feel like I forced his hand. This feels more like a "here, damn" than anything else. He says I'm overthinking, that he didn't realize what he had until he lost it, and that he never knew marriage was so important to me. Part of me wants to get back with him, but I don't want him to resent me later on and say I forced him into marriage. Update. Hello everyone. Earlier today, I posted this looking for guidance. In short, my boyfriend of almost 13 years and I separated after he dangled the promise of marriage in my face for 4 or 5 years. We were apart for 2 months before he suddenly showed up with a ring. Many of you suggested I wait, but deep down I already knew what the right choice was. Seeing so many harsh truths in the comments made it impossible to ignore reality. The point is, I had the ring. I never told him yes, just I don't know, but he insisted I keep it. Since I decided I needed to move on with my life, I asked him to meet up so I could give it back. At first he agreed, but he was obsessively insisting that we meet either at my apartment or at his house. I was already at a park with the ring in my car and wanted a neutral location, so I refused. He started to fight, saying that then it must not be that important, to which I replied, "Fine, I'll just give the ring to your mom when I get the chance." That forced him to FaceTime me. I was fine with talking that way. The call started with him trying to negotiate the meeting spot again. When he gave up, I told him I had questions about what happened while we were separated. He complained that I live in the past, but he backtracked quickly when I said, "Never mind," and tried to hang up on him. He warned me that I wouldn't like the answers, and he was right. He admitted he was with 4 women during those 2 months, including a threesome. He claimed he needed to have that experience before marrying me. He also stated that over the last few years he had felt inferior to me because my life is so well organized, as if he were a complete mess. I froze. I spent those 2 months alone, trying to heal my heart, while he was out having threesomes. It hurt, but it was a feeling of disgust more than betrayal. Not because of the act itself, but because he thought he could just go out, have his fun, and come right back when he was done. He asked me to come back to the house. He said the kids, our 2 goldfish, missed me. I told him firmly that I couldn't go back, that now I needed to experience a new life, just like he did, since he is all I've ever known. But hearing that infuriated him and let me see what he truly thinks. He called me selfish. He said I always think only about myself. He brought up a time I went to the gym early in the morning on his birthday before spending the entire rest of the day celebrating with him. He accused me of always making unilateral decisions, like this one to break up. He ended by claiming I'm probably seeing another guy, and that's why I didn't want him coming over to my apartment. I should have hung up much sooner. My mind was already made up. Once he realized I wasn't going to back down, his only goal was to hurt my feelings. My dad offered to return the ring for me so I don't have to see him again, and I've been advised to call the police if he shows up at my place. Despite everything, I feel good. I got answers, and I saw how he reacts when he doesn't get his way. Thank you so much for your advice.